So I'm trying to refocus on life as a parent or a loved one who is dealing with several hospitalizations of another. So kind of navigating that system and also incorporating going through menopause, change of life, like hormones, all that good stuff. So I'm hoping to kind of help people in those transitions. And you'll have to bear with me because this is kind of new for me, new territories. When I spoke last Friday, I think I said that was my giving up. I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering to a higher power to take over. And that felt really good. And I have to an extent, although I'll tell you, I've had a few things happen where I still feel like I'm fighting the battle. So I'm not, as much as I said I was surrendering, it's hard to completely surrender when you've been fighting with the system for many, many years. And I am very concerned for my loved one's safety. So it's very hard for me to let go of that and just say, oh, sorry, you're on your own. I'm trying to let go a little bit of it at a time. So a couple of things I did, like this weekend, I hung out with a girlfriend a little bit. We went for a walk, which was really nice. Like went to breakfast, went for a walk, and got a little bit of sun and fresh air. So we're getting it's still a little chilly. It's 50 degrees out, but hey, at least we're seeing sun and we haven't seen that in a while. And that's part of, I think, the depression piece too, is when you live in a climate that's cold and dark for the winters, you start to get that spring fever. So you do start to see things come to life and then you kind of feel yourself coming to life. I think you start feeling like you want some transitions in your life. As the seasons change, I notice the mood kind of changes and spring fever starts kicking in and then spring cleaning and all that good stuff. So that's always nice. And going for a walk is a big deal and moving is a big deal. So as I've talked about with menopause and the instant weight gain around the midsection, that it doesn't seem to matter what you do, won't go away. No, I haven't been doing sit-ups or anything like that. But I mean, I've been trying to walk every day. I was walking every day during the week. I tried to walk during the weekend. Like for me, walking is my exercise and watching what I eat. So I've, I've been trying to watch what I eat. Like I have this mindset that you can do everything in moderation. So I eat what I want, but I try to eat modest amount if it's not good for me. And if it is good for me, I can eat as much as I want. So I've always had that mindset where dieting is not the way to go. And I still believe that did work. That worked like before I started going through menopause and all that. I also noticed a correlation with hot flashes, which so I haven't been sleeping that great due to hot flashes, but I noticed for sure that hot flashes are more intense and more frequent if I've had something to drink, whether it be wine or alcohol or beer, whatever it might be. If you have some sort of alcoholic beverage at all, it really seems to kick in the hot flashes. I guess it's like your body saying, hey, this shit ain't good for you, so cool it. And it's not that I drink a lot, but on the weekends, I will go out and have some drinks here and there. Usually Friday night, I'll go home and relax with a drink. And sometimes I'll go out to brunch Sunday and have a couple drinks. So sometimes more than others. And it does seem like the more I ingest alcohol, the more the hot flashes are intensified. So I'm sure that's common knowledge for most, but I'm just going to throw it out there. And I wanted to talk a little bit about A Course in Miracles. I talk about that periodically. I have forced myself to read it a little more frequently again because I said before, when I have downtime, when feeling I'm not feeling good about myself or feeling good about life in general, I don't tend to look at my Course in Miracles because it's like, oh shit, like I don't want to deal with it. But then when I get to that point where it's like where I'm like, I need help, I need assistance, I need guidance, then I start opening it again. So I did look at it and I looked at it today, and today's exercise was about forgiveness. So forgiveness is all I want. Forgiveness is the only thing I want in life. That's the focus. And you're supposed to, in the morning, really clear your mind and allow yourself to get messages from, I don't know, God, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to say, and kind of repeat your mantra about forgiveness and then clear your mind. It's a meditation. So I did that this morning, and I wrote a little note on the back of my phone so that I'll know to kind of think think about forgiveness throughout the day. And it's funny because when I was thinking about it this morning, I was thinking, are we talking forgiveness for myself, or am I talking forgiveness for my loved one or the providers that I'm feeling agitated with? And I think it's all of the above, but I do think most importantly is to forgive yourself and to stop blaming yourself for things that might happen that are out of your control. And I have blamed myself. It's hard for me to start even talking about it because I get emotional, but I don't want to get emotional before work. But um, if you have a loved one that has an illness or is not doing well or whatever it might be, if you feel like you haven't protected them, then you definitely feel this sense of guilt. And then when you see that the medical field is failing them and you've tried and tried and tried to push the medical field to do what they should be doing and they don't do it, you feel like you do not have any control. You feel weak and you feel a deep sense of guilt. And so I think guilt can really hold you down. Guilt is debilitating. Guilt is a horrible feeling. And the only way to let that go is to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive the system, forgive whoever you perceive has hurt you. Just forgive. And one good thing about having somebody who has struggled with an illness and then the illness might cause them to do things that are seemingly unforgivable, you learn to forgive that person and understand that it's the illness, it's not the person. And I have learned that lesson, and I think it has helped me for sure. Forgive other things in life, forgive other people. I have friends who have kind of written me off, and I don't know why. And clearly they're holding something in their heart that they can't forgive. And I have to forgive them for that. Because when somebody does that, you start resenting them. And then it's like, you know what? I don't have time for that. That's on them. That's not on me. So I really think you have to, I guess what I'm trying to get at, and it's in a long, just, sorry it's taking me so long to get it out, but I'm kind of, what I do is I process while I'm talking. And I think what it boils down to is forgiving the way other people feel about you. So I've had a lot of projections on me from loved one, from friends, providers, whatever. And I cannot control the way they feel about me. And I need to let that go. It doesn't matter. That's on them. That's not on me. I can't control them. I can't control their feelings. I can't control their anger, whatever is going on within themselves is within themselves. And all I can do is look at them with love and not be angry and not worry about how they're feeling about me. Because that, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter what they feel about me. They need to focus on themselves and love themselves. And I need to refocus on myself and stop worrying about what anyone else thinks. It's about loving yourself and feeling comfortable with your word and comfortable in your own skin. And that's where it's at. So I have to run into work, of course. Now I've talked over and I'm late again, but whatever. Love you guys, and I will catch you later. Okay, so just getting out of work, and I just kind of want to give an update on things that go on because the other day I said that I'm releasing control, just going to let the universe do its thing and kind of let go of resentments. And I talked about how I'd been sort of fighting with the medical system about certain things for years, and I was really tired of it. So I decided to just let it go. And then I started reading my Course in Miracles. And today I did my affirmations of forgiveness. And forgiveness is key. And I gotta say, I had a pretty good day, all things considered. I mean, nothing major. I tend to research a lot, and I was doing a little bit of research on patient rights, patient advocacy. And in doing that research, I actually came across a job opening that looked interesting to me that has to do with that. I'm thinking, wow, I've been doing that for years now. I feel like I could do that role. It's a paralegal role, and it's not like a super high paid position, but I mean, it would be about the same as what I'm at now. And I am passionate about the subject. I'm not passionate about the subject I'm working for now. So I thought, that's pretty cool. I mean, I just kind of found that, and the opening ends in 2 days. So I found it right in time. So I wrote a cover letter and sent my resume, and we'll see. I mean, that's kind of cool. I've been really not wanting to look for another job in this area because my plan really is to move to a warmer climate, and hopefully then it will happen. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with my loved one when they are looking for housing and everything. So that's just a whole other can of worms I'm not going to open. But needless to say, that happened. And then I did hear from the hospital, and they sent me a name of a therapist. So basically, the hospital, who's been seemingly avoiding me for quite some time now, actually reached out to me. So I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, that's good. And then last night on my way home, I got a call from DHHS, Department of Health and Human Services. And that also had to do with the stuff that I've been advocating for. And the reason I'm not being upfront about that topic is because I don't feel like it's my place to do it. So, yeah, I guess the point of this is I let go. I just released all control and kind of trusted the universe. And I went back to my affirmations and kind of meditating in the morning. And I feel like good things have been kind of happening. Good things are kind of falling in my lap. And that's really nice. So I guess that what I wanted people to know is that after I kind of hit rock bottom, energy wise, mood wise, whatever, and kind of let go and just release a lot of frustration and that feeling that I can't control things, and just released a lot of that energy that was compacted from disappointments and a lot of things. I did notice things starting to fall back into place. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like everything came down on me. I felt this huge weight on my shoulders, and I felt like I was trapped and stuck in my own way. And so finally, when I let go and stopped fighting to get out of that, things are starting to fall on their own, and I didn't have to fight to get there. And that's a pretty good feeling. So I highly recommend it. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will continue to update you if this is something people are interested in. I haven't even posted any of these videos, so we'll see. But have a great day. And my two things for today are forgive, forgive yourself, and let that shit go. So, whatever weight you have on your shoulders today, just release it, forgive yourself, do something nice for yourself, and let it go. Okay? Bye, guys.